It's already starting, y'all. Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. What's good? It's your girl, Maddie of Maddie Makes Money. Maddie, the gig working diva. What's up? What's up? What's good, y'all? Woo, y'all have to bear with me because if I do all the wrong things or say all the wrong things, just keep in mind, I am new to this YouTube channel creation stuff, and I'm just learning as I go. But I know how to make some videos, though, because I always make those. But you know what? I posted an introductory video maybe an hour or so ago, if that, right? Just saying, hey, y'all, I'm gonna be on YouTube, so y'all better look out, right? And then I stated I was going to post maybe 3 or 4 videos a day. You never know, right? It could be more, could be less. You know, life be lifing out here for real, right? And the purpose of my channel is just to chronicle and to capture just my day-to-day life in this journey as a woman in my mid-50s out here doing gig work as I work my way into becoming a digital marketing millionaire, right? We'll come back to that, right? But along the way, I still have to earn a living. I still have to make money. I love people. I'm a people person, so it's a whole different story. So I started doing gig work, right? Stopped my 9 to 5. When was that? I can't even remember at this point. It's been a couple of years since COVID, right? COVID happened, all kind of stuff shifted, right? But anyway, in my introductory video from a hour or so ago, I said I was going to be posting another video later on today. Well, who knew I was going to post one this soon? Y'all, let's talk about what just happened, right? So I'm out here, you know, doing my little DoorDash thing, right? Starting the day off with DoorDashing, right? So a lot of you may not know, and you may not get it, because if you're not in the gig space, some of this stuff will be foreign to you. If you do gig work, whether you Uber Eats, Grubhub, all those other, you know, Zifty, deliver that, etc., then you guys can probably get with this. But let's just talk about some of the crazy type of orders that come through that don't make no sense, right? So I get an order, I look at it. Now, the one thing about me is I start my day, if I'm starting my day doing a little bit of door dashing, right, I have this thing where the first 3 orders of the day I'm going to accept, right? It's just a me thing, but whatever. Makes it more interesting for me, right? So it doesn't matter if it's a low ball offer, whatever, I'm just going to take it, just to take it, to get my day started. First 3 orders, bam, 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 Maddie going to take them, right? Just to take them, get my day started, right? So took the first order. The second order that comes through is a pickup at Tractor Supply. Let's just start right there. Why are you using DoorDash to order something that's not food? Sir, make it make sense. Let me get into the story, right? So I look at the order. It says Tractor Supply. Now, when I first get an order, I'm looking at it. I don't really too much care about where I'm picking it up at. I care about how much it's going to pay me, right? And how many miles I have to go, right? Now, unlike rideshare, and again, I'm just educating those that may not be in the gig space, right? DoorDash doesn't tell you both the pickup location and where you're delivering it to at the same time, right? There's a reason for that, right? Because people like me will see where it's going and decide I don't like it, and I just cancel the order or won't accept it, right? With rideshare, at least out here in Las Vegas, from what I understand and know, when they get a ride or a pickup request, it immediately shows them on the app where they're picking it up from and where they have to drive that person or drop that person off at. You get it right there at the same screen, and that way they can make an informed decision if they want to take it, accept it, maybe they want to drive in that area, whatever, right? With DoorDash, you can't. You can only see at the beginning where you're going to go pick something up, the number of miles you may have to drive it, and how much it's going to pay you. So you have think about 30 seconds to decide, right? So I see Tractor Supply. I've gone there before, you know, pick up some dog food, some rabbit food, pig food, all kind of stuff, right? Nothing too crazy, right? And so I see it, and the amount is like, wow, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to take this, right? Oh, disclaimer. I haven't been delivered from cursing, so every now and then a little curse word might just slip out. Forgive me. I'm not perfect. God's still working on me. Anyway, so so I see it. I was like, oh, okay, sure. So I drive over there. I was a few blocks away. I get to Tractor Supply. Now I select that I've arrived at where they want me to go pick up the order, right? Again, I'm not picking up food, right? Using DoorDash. I'm going to Tractor Supply, right? Okay, so I get there. I select that I've arrived, and what pops up? A picture and an image of a dog house. A dog house. Make sure you understand it. A dog house. Right. And so I look at it. I'm like, what the heck? And so the description, right? And this is a shop and pay order. I left that out, right? So DoorDash, you do shop and pay. Either they'll mail you the little debit card that you use to go pay for people's orders, which is what I have, or sometimes you have the virtual one on your phone, which I used to have, and that drove me crazy, right? So it's a shop and pay order, right? So shop and pay, it shows you the item, the SKU number, whatever, how many they want, whatever. Depending on where you're going, to tell you what aisle number to go to, etc., etc. But with Tractor Supply, right, it doesn't. It just shows you the item, the SKU number, and how many of them they want, right? So it's a picture of a doghouse. I want you to keep in mind, I'm going to do pickup and order for DoorDash at Tractor Supply, right? So I'm looking at it, I'm like, what in the heck? And so the first thing that I noticed, y'all stick with the story, right, is it says that the doghouse holds a dog that weighs 50 to 90 pounds. What? And I had to look at it twice because I was thinking, wait a minute, is it saying that this doghouse is going to weigh 50 to 90 pounds? Because I'm strong, but baby, I'm not that strong, right? And I'm like, what the heck? Okay, let me see what it's about, right? So I go inside. Now, the first thing is, when you go to Tractor Supply, and I'm just talking about the one out here in Vegas, maybe your experience is different. There's never any customers in there. The parking lot is always empty. I mean, the only cars that's there are the cars of the people that work there. They maybe got 3, 4, maybe 5 people that work there. I have no idea. I always see the same 1 or 2 people. There's never any customers in there. Again, maybe it's a different time of the day that I go. There's no customer. But the few people that work in there always look real busy. As in, they too busy to come and assist me and see what I want, right? Now, most of these places, when they see a person walk in, even if it's a restaurant, and a person walks in and we're holding our phone in our hand and we're looking at the phone, they usually pick up, oh, this is probably, a food delivery or a pickup, whatever, right? The woman at the cash register, I come in with the basket, she turns around, hey, good morning. I say, good morning. She immediately turns around. I said, okay, well, thank you for acknowledging me. So I pushed the basket over to her. Hey, excuse me, miss. Can you help me find this? And I'm showing her the image of the doghouse, right? She said, you here to pick that up? I said, well, yeah, it's a, DoorDash, pickup and delivery, right? She said, DoorDash, right? Now, me and her, we honest, I like her already because me and her on the same page, right? I said, yeah, but DoorDash. She said, okay, well, I think those are outside in the shed. I said, okay. So she said, let me call whoever, and he's going to meet you out there, right? I said, okay. She said, go on outside the side of the building. I said, okay. So I pushed my basket. I go on outside. The guy is already out there, but he's helping someone else, right? So I'm waiting and I'm waiting. Now I see these things that look like the image of the picture that's on my phone, but surely that's not what you ordered on DoorDash, the food delivery company. At least in my mind, like it's just food, right? What the heck? When did DoorDash start having people pick up dog houses? Like, I don't understand the whole story, right? So anyway, so I walked over there while I'm waiting for him to finish, helping this other gentleman that he was assisting, and I pushed the buggy over to, and they have them in a locked gate. First of all, why you got these things locked up? Who gonna run off with one of these dang old things, right? They think it was monstrous. They were humongous, right? I'm like, what in the world? So now I have to wait for him to get done. He's finished. He comes over. I said, sir, I'm trying to get one of these dog houses here. I said, I believe it may be one of these. And then I said, well, I hope it's not, because these things are huge. And I said, well, can you open the gate, and, let me go inside and maybe try to lift one up just so I can see, is it heavy or is it, is it just big, but maybe it's light and weight and I can pick it up and put it in the back of my vehicle. Now I drive a BMW X5 SUV, right? An older one. So it's a little bit bigger than some of the newer ones that are out now, right? And so it has a lot of space in the back, right? And so I'm like, well, maybe I can put it back there. But at this point, I haven't even got into the gate because he's still looking at me like I'm crazy, right? And I don't know how heavy these things are going to be, right? And so he lets me into the gate finally, and then I go to it. He provides zero assistance. Let me just start with that part of the story, right? Basically, he was just there to open up the gate. Because if I wanted one, if I was going to get that one, I don't know if he would have even offered to assist me pick it up or go get a flatbed, something. He literally just stood there the whole time, right? So I walk inside the gate, and so I'm looking on the SKU, and they had 2 different sizes. One that was big, and one that was big, right? Large and extra large, right? And so I go and I try to lift one up with my hand, and I cannot even lift this thing off the ground. It was so heavy. I was like, oh, no, I can't do this, right? And so he says, well, are you going to get the big one or are you going to get this one? Pointing to the 2 different sizes. I said, well, you know what? I'm not going to be able to get either one. I said, because this one, which was the item that the customer wanted, is too heavy. And there's no way that I can even get this, to my vehicle. And I'm explaining to him. I said, now, if I even could get it, to my vehicle, how would I get it out? Because there's no guarantee that the customer's going to be there. It's a leave it at the door order, which means the customer's instructions, just leave it at the door, which means don't bother me, don't knock on my door, don't ring my doorbell. Whatever you're delivering to me, just leave it in front of my door, right? But I'm at the Tractor Supply picking up a doghouse, right? So, end of the story of that portion is the man didn't offer any assistance. I told him that was okay. I wasn't going to get it, and I'll just, unassign myself the order, which of course affects your, your acceptance rate or whatever. But, I don't really care, right? So I unassigned the order. I go to my vehicle. Now he want to speak up. He says, ma'am, excuse me. Are you going to leave the basket right there? Oh, now you want to have a conversation, right? Because I had pushed the basket over there, right, to, put the doghouse in, not realizing how huge this thing was going to be. I said, well, did you want me to, push it back to the store? So now I'm looking at him just as crazy as he was initially looking at me. He said, oh, well, I'll just get it. Yeah, okay, yeah, you do that. You do something since you provide no other assistance other than open up the gate. But let's talk about that. Why? DoorDash, why is it okay to go for a customer to order a dog house? DoorDash should just be food delivery, right? Like Uber Eats. Now I know with Uber Eats, they probably go to other places. And if it's a shop and pay, I can get that. I've gone to Target, I've done Albertsons, I've done Walgreens. But when you're sending someone to Tractor Supply to pick up an item that's a dog house, and in the app, there's no consideration that, if this person can pick it up, if they have the type of vehicle. What if I was in a little small vehicle? And that doesn't really matter. But DoorDash should just be for food delivery. Why is it okay to order a dog house using DoorDash? And even the amount that it was paying wouldn't have been worth the hassle it would have been if I were strong enough to lift up this huge, humongous dog house, get it into the back lift part of my trunk area, and then deliver it, and then try to struggle to get it out. No, something was going to get broke. It was either going to be my hand, my wrist, my leg. Something was going to be broken, and it wasn't going to be that dog house. It would have been me. Because my luck, I would have tried to get the dang on thing out the trunk, and the thing would have just fell on me. Right? What? DoorDash? No, should not be able to order stuff from the Tractor Supply place. If so, it should be limited to just, pet food or whatever, right? Oh, man. The thing that happened, right? Now, I have another funny story for you guys, but I have to find that video because you want to talk about picking up some funny stuff that you should not have to pick up using DoorDash. I have to find a video when I went to Petco and picked up the live crickets. 100 live crickets in a plastic bag, bouncing and chirping and everything, scared the mess out of me. Yep, they were live in the bag, right? I freaked out. I'll save that video for another day. All right, y'all. Keep it fun, keep it nice, keep it sexy, but most of all, keep it real. Holla at your girl. I'll see y'all later for another video. Peace.